Good morning, church. So today is Wednesday, March 18th. Ironically, after having done the recordings from, and I think it was finishing up in Psalm 38, but some of the Psalms dealing with sickness and looking to God for healing, I proceeded Monday night after having St. Patrick's dinner of corned beef and cabbage to wake up in the middle of the night and get very sick. and there and there were indeed moments where I was praying to God, "Oh, please, let's let's be done." So I am starting to feel better. I am old enough that I have learned that when my instincts to really start pushing the recovery part um, need to step back a little bit. So shifted up some meetings, had some gracious people, tell me take it easy, and yeah, we'll do that. We will see what happens with this evening service. I'm hoping I fill up for that, but we'll see how the day rolls along. Um, I will tell you before coming up to record this daily devotional, our kind and gracious administrator, Leslie Rayburn Schisler, asked if I needed any makeup before coming in to do it. Thank you, Leslie. But not only that, after posting, when I was talking about trying to lift the pedal boat and made the comment, having no idea how much water was in that thing or how much that water weighed, Donna Fried, a member at New Goshenhoppen, was kind enough to text me and say it's 8 pounds per gallon, whether it's in the boat or out of the boat. Thank you, Donna. I'm guessing maybe like 15 to 20 pounds of water in there that I've bailed out, but I have no idea. Thanks. I get harassed by people who aren't even my parishioners. Sheesh. So today we step into Psalm 40. We're going to be doing this one in two parts. I'll be sharing a little bit with you from Mays and begin with the NRSV. I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. He drew me up from the desolate pit, out of the miry bog, and set my feet upon a rock, making my steps secure. He put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. Many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. Happy are those who make the Lord their trust, who do not turn to the proud, those who go astray after false gods. You have multiplied, O Lord my God, your wondrous deeds and your thoughts towards us. None can compare with you. Were I to proclaim and tell of them, they would be more than can be counted. Sacrifice and offering you do not desire, but you have given me an open ear. Burnt offering and sin offering you have not required. Then I said, here I am. In the scroll of the book it is written of me. I delight to do your will, O my God. Your law is within my heart. And a little bit from Ace. That might turn into a lot. It's important to note that the first part of the psalm tells about the past, verses 1 to 10. It begins with a report of deliverance. The singer was in a life-threatening trouble. He prayed for help. The Lord delivered him. The deliverance was the subject of a new song, a hymn of praise that is a witness and summons to others to fear and trust the Lord. The witness continues in a beatitude that teaches that trust in the Lord is better course of life than resorting to other gods. So the NRSV, or does the unusual language mean arrogant, self-confident, as in the New Jerusalem, blah, blah, blah. The psalmist sees his deliverance as one more example of the innumerable wonders by which the Lord has preserved his people. The salvation of the psalmist is set within the continuity of salvation history of Israel. We're going to break there. We'll get into there's some shifts happen with verses 6 to 8, but the thing that I really wanted to catch upon today, you heard Mays talk about him going into a beatitude. So in the New Testament, that's most often interpreted as blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, and all the other teachings in there. what the, and you'll hear some wording difference, but what the for Peterson, instead of the Psalm translation from NRSV of doing happy are those, which sometimes is translated for the Beatitudes of the New Testament, he goes ahead and gives a blessed on that one. And here's from Peterson. I waited and waited and waited for God. At last he looked. Finally he listened. He lifted me out of the ditch, pulled me from deep mud. He stood me up on a solid rock to make sure I wouldn't slip. He taught me how to sing the latest God song, a praise song to our God. More and more people are seeing this. They enter the mystery, abandoning themselves to God. Blessed are you who give yourselves over to God. Turn your backs on the world's sure thing. Ignore what the world worships. The world's a huge stockpile of God wonders and God thoughts. Nothing and no one comes close to you. I start talking about you, telling what I know, and quickly run out of words. Neither numbers nor words account for you. Doing something for you, bringing something to you, that's not what you're after. Being religious, acting pious, that's not what you're asking for. You've opened my ears so I can listen. So I answered, I'm coming. I read in your letter what you wrote about me, and I'm coming to the party you're throwing for me. That's when God's word entered my life, became part of my very being. Wish you very well today. If you find your time in a moment of sickness or recovering from sickness, I pray God's surrounding grace to be with you. We'll be back with the second half of Psalm 40 and tomorrow, and wish you all abundant blessings. Take care. We'll see you later.